Hey everyone, Dr. Stephanie here. I'm a physical therapist, and today I want to take you through a morning mobility routine. This will be perfect for you if you wake up with any back or hip stiffness or just need to get moving in the morning. So you can follow along with me. This won't take long, and it's something you can do every morning right when you wake up just to get your muscles moving, get the blood flowing, and kind of get you ready for the day. So we're going to start out on our back. And this is great even if you're a beginner or if you're more advanced at mobility routines, anyone can do this. So first we're going to start, you're just going to bring both knees up to your chest and you're just going to hold. And you can kind of rock side to side if you want to. So this kind of stretches out your lower back and you can relax as much as possible. You can focus on some deep breathing if you want to. Just breathe in and breathe out. And just kind of rock back and forth. Just kind of loosen up the back, loosen up the hips. And then from there, we're going to go into a happy baby. So you're going to grab onto your feet here and just kind of let your hips relax, let everything relax. And again, you can rock a little bit, or you can just kind of hold this position. If it's too tough to get into this position, feel free to hold on to your ankles or even your knees. But you want to kind of pull your knees apart a little bit so you kind of get a stretch in your adductors. This is a good one for pelvic floor relaxation. Just let everything relax there. Just kind of hang out in this position. And then from there, we're going to let our feet down and you're going to cross one leg over the other. And we're just going to do a cross leg rotation. So you're just going to rock back and forth, just side to side, as far as you can comfortably. You can let your back come up off the mat. Just go down here as far as you can. If you can't go that far, that's okay. All of these movements should be done at a pain-free range. So if they're painful, just don't go quite as far, or you may need to skip that one until you get a little bit more mobility. So just back and forth. And then we'll switch sides. So cross the other leg over. And you may find that you have some more mobility on one side than the other. And that's okay. You may just need to work on that one side a little bit more. But this kind of gets your back stretched out, gets your hips stretched out. The more mobility you have in your hips and your low back, the better you'll feel. And we'll go a couple more times here. And back here. Okay, then from there, we're going to do a little bridge with arms overhead. So you just lift your hips up, bring your arms overhead as far as you can, and then bring your arms and hips back down. You can kind of do it as a movement together. Just up and down. You want to make sure when you lift into the bridge, you lift high enough, so you want everything to be in line here. So you want to lift your hips all the way up, but you don't want to lift too far. You just want to lift it to here and back down. And kind of squeeze your glutes as you lift. And if you can't get your arms all the way overhead like this, that's okay. Just go as far as you can comfortably. Let's do 2 more of those. And last one. Okay, from there, we're going to go on over to our side. And what we're going to do here is cross the top leg over the bottom leg. And you're going to put your hands together here. You're just going to rotate the top arm around as far as you can. I'm kind of hitting the wall, but you can keep your arms straight. So you're just going to rotate back as far as you can. You can bend your arm like I'm doing, or you can keep it straight. Make sure to follow your hand with your head, with your eyes. So you're kind of getting that neck mobility too. So this is a good one for shoulder mobility, for neck mobility, for upper back mobility. All right, let's do 2 more. And last one. Okay, then we'll switch and do it on the other side. This one, I'll scoot out a little and I'll show you how to do it with a straight arm. Okay, so knee bent over the top, hands together here. You're gonna rotate around, just like that, following your hand with your eyes, going as far as you can. Just nice and slow, but you want to keep moving. Just getting a good stretch in your upper back and your shoulders. 2 more. 1 and 2. Okay, from there, we're going to come up onto our hands and knees. And from here, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little cat camel or cat cow, whichever you want to call it. Just get that back loosened up a little bit. You can go through that a few times. Just going up as high as you can with your back, and then arch it down as low as you can. And just go back and forth. All right, let's go 2 more. 1 and 2. Okay, then we're going to sit back into a child's pose. So just like this, you can bring your knees wider apart if you need to. I'm just going to sit in that position. If you need to put something under your forehead, you can. You can put a little towel roll or a pillow. But you just want to sit here. Just take some deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Just kind of slow your breathing. Let yourself relax. Let your shoulders relax. Kind of stretch those out. Let your low back relax. And then from there, we're going to come up into kind of a prone press up or cobra pose. If this feels like it's too much, you can come down on your elbows here. And then when you're ready to get all the way up, you can push up there. You're just going to hold that. You can also come down and relax. And then push up again and hold that position. Getting a good stretch in your lower back. This is a good neck stretch too. All right, then we're going to come up into kind of a half kneeling position. Bring one leg out to the side. And we're just going to kind of rock back. So you can, if you want to keep your foot flat like that, you can. You can also rotate it up to get a little bit more of a stretch. So we're going to do 2 things here. We're going to kind of do this rock back. And if you need to do this on a bed or a pillow or cushion to help out this knee, you can do that. Going to do that a couple times. And then we're going to stay in this position and we're going to do a little cat-cow in this position. So kind of put your hands on the ground here and you're going to just arch your back up and then arch it down. just kind of like cat-cow in the regular position. But this gets a little more adductor, kind of inner thigh stretch. This one feels pretty good. Just up and down. All right, and then we'll switch sides, do the same thing on the other side. We'll start with just kind of rocking back, pausing for a second back there. Again, you can keep your foot flat like I am, or you can kind of rock it back, point your toes up towards the ceiling if you want to. And then from there, we put our hands down and do our cat cow in this position. Just feels good, kind of gets an extra stretch in that adductor or groin area, inner thigh. Okay, so that's something that you can work on when you first wake up in the morning. You can also do it before bed or just any time during the day, but it kind of loosens up your lower back, your hips, your inner thighs, and it just kind of gets the muscles relaxed and feeling good and ready to go.